Hi, welcome to the Thorite Compressed Air Workshop. Today we're going to look at the what, how and whys of buying and using a workshop compressor. Air tools all have one thing in common: they need compressed air to drive them. However, different air tools require different volumes of what we call free air to power them. Free air is measured usually in CFM or cubic feet per minute. This is the volume of compressed air that passes through the tool in 1 minute that's necessary to do the work in hand. Of course, it doesn't take a genius to work out this figure must be matched or at least bettered by the output of the compressor. Here I'll demonstrate exactly what happens when the compressor is not powerful enough for the tool. Notice how the speed and performance of the tool deteriorates with the drop off in air pressure. However, if all you plan to use compressed air for is inflating the occasional tyre or using an artist's airbrush, then a small 1.5 horsepower machine will be more than adequate. On the subject of air pressure, most air tools operate best between 80 and 100 psi. Small workshop compressors develop between 120 and 150 psi, therefore air pressure should not be an issue. However, it could be that during use the compressor runs most of the air from the tank, in which case the pressure will drop below user levels. As I showed you earlier, this probably means your compressor is underpowered and you need a bigger machine. Another consideration is ensuring you have a suitable power source. Most small compressors will run off a 13 amp plug without any problem, but beware, there are 3 horsepower stationary compressors that require a 20 or 30 amp supply minimum. Always inquire about the level of power supply before buying. Firstly, the most popular entry-level machine is the direct drive portable, like this one we have here. These are the least expensive compressors, but because they run fast, don't usually last as long as a belt drive machine, and they're also quite a bit noisier. Typical use for these compressors is tyre inflation, airbrushing, spray painting with a gravity feed gun, and light-duty pneumatic nailing or stapling. Direct drive portables like this are available with motor power ratings between 0.5 horsepower and 3 horsepower, and a maximum free air delivery of 10 CFM. If you don't want to annoy your neighbours, or the machine needs to run in a shop, an exhibition area, a laboratory, or possibly even a dentist surgery, we have super silence machines like this one, some of which are whisper quiet. This is running, can you hear it? Only just. Super silent compressors are limited in size, usually to around 1.5 horsepower, with a free air delivery between 4 and 5 CFM, and they're generally only designed for light duty applications. Maybe you need to use a compressor on a building site where 230 volts isn't allowed nowadays. We have solutions for this in our range of 110 volt machines similar to this one, or possibly even petrol driven models for tough outdoors duty. Typical example of what this type of machine might be used for would be driving a nail gun similar to this. So moving up to the belt drive machines, typically these machines have motor powers between 2 and 4 horsepower and free air deliveries between 8 and 14 CFM. They come as either stationary machines or in this case portable machines, and have tank sizes typically between 50 and 200 litres. This for instance is a 100 litre tank size. They tend to be more robust than direct drive machines. They also run slower, so they tend to have a longer life cycle than direct drive machines also, and they're very popular, for that reason they're very popular with tradesmen, garage owners, etc. Typical applications for these kind of machines, as a portable machine, would be perhaps for powering the larger types of air nailers, etc., used by fencing contractors, decking people, etc. Perhaps in garages, portable or more likely to be stationary in a garage or a body shop, they'll be used for air grinders, impact wrenches such as this for taking wheels off in a tyre fitting bay. In a body shop, they'll be used for spraying or for using a DA sander for car body preparation. So, to sum up, before making your purchase, always check their consumption of your air tools. Buy a machine that will be powerful enough to enable the use of tools you might buy in the future, as well as those that you're using now. Secondly, make sure that you have a suitable power supply. Thirdly, always follow manufacturer's instructions for use and maintenance. You'll get years and years of reliable operation from your purchase if you follow the instructions. And finally, and most importantly, always buy from a proper compressed air specialist like Thorite. That way you'll get sound advice and peace of mind. We've been selling compressors for over 70 years.